Sagittarius. Mwah. I love you guys. Hi. Hi to all my Sagittarians out there. Yeah, you know, it's still true. You guys are my favorite. And I know, people came over here, the Aquarians and the Aries and the Leos all came over here and were like, hey. And others too, Scorps. Everybody's like, hey, wait a second. Sagittarius is your favorite? I mean, it's my first house, so I mean, I'm gonna like turn on myself? I don't think so. But anyway, I love you guys. You make me so happy. I'm feeling the love. I'm so thankful for fire signs. I'm as you can see, I'm in my full Leo-ness at the moment. I've got my tiara from Pink LUNE going and my crystals and my red dress, my red lipstick, and I'm just ready to talk about November. She is doing amazing handmade stuff. There's no two pieces that are alike. Her shop is going to be on vacation till mid-November, but it's going to be up and running again and open and ready to go from then on. So please keep an eye out and check back with her. And I'm going to leave her info and the 15% off discount code below. So check her out. It's awesome stuff. But let's talk about the beginning of your birthday season. Happy birthday to November Sages out there. I'm so excited for the sun to head into Sagittarius. It is the best thing ever. So excited for this time of year. It's everything. But you know, November is always an interesting month for Sagittarians, right? Because yes, we do head into your birthday time. You can feel it. The magic is sizzling. But it's 12th before that. We are in Scorpio. We are in your 12th house. We are in the sign before you. And I have to say, how did October go for you guys? Because personally for me, it was crazy. It was so intense. The truth telling, the harshness, the just relentless nature of transformation was there 100%. And how did that Jupiter transit into your 12th house, into Scorpio, go for you? How are you feeling about that? I would love to hear. So please comment below. But part of the reason that I'm going to be doing very intuitive readings today, just feeling it out. I don't have a note. I feel the need to just be really intuitive. But what I will say is, yeah, beginning of October is always going to be a very reflective time for you, Sages, because you're collecting your energy. You're setting up for the new year for yourselves, right? It's deep stuff. And not only that, we have Jupiter highlighting this part of your chart, highlighting your 12th house, you know, and a lot of people call the Jupiter in your 12th house the guardian angel energy of helping to give you opportunity and surprising in subtle ways. So you're getting used to that energy. So I already pick up with you guys just a real sense of like embers ready to catch flame, but not quite ready yet, right? We have a Taurus full moon on the 4th. I'm just going to do a couple astrology notes while I'm shuffling here because I haven't turned these cards over. I don't know what's coming. I'm super excited to find out though. We have a Taurus full moon. That's your 6th house. You know, how are you taking care of yourself? How is your day-to-day routine going? Where do you want to make adjustments on that? Whoa. Okay, your reading just fell on the floor. I'm going to go pick those up. Excuse me. Like, genuinely, it just fell on the floor. That was explosive. The final card was the World. I'm going to give you that. Okay, it's done. Done, Sages. High energy, magic, electricity. It's so awesome. Oh my gosh, I love talking to you guys. It's always the best. It's always the best. Okay, so you have your 6th house. Full moon's illuminating what you're doing, how you're taking care of yourself in the day-to-day, right? So that's going to feel kind of maybe a little tense. Uranus and Venus are going to be opposing each other right before that full moon hits on the 4th. So there's this destabilizing energy of like, how are we going to change things up? How are we going to change the way we look at relationship? How are we going to change the way we're looking at our lifestyle? How are we going to change that? So you might be noticing that full moon's kind of intense for you, Sages. Just going to put that out there. Might be a little intense. The new moon is in Scorpio on the 18th, and there's your 12th house energy, right? Here is the deep reflection of stage setting. You are going to be noticing that as we get really close to Sag season, how deep the reflection goes. Because, right, we've been having this transit, this Saturn transit, for what, 2.5 years? It's really coming down to the final weeks. Are you excited or what? I know I am. We have a couple months left, you guys. A couple months left. And you are going to be feeling that when we start getting into that Scorpio new moon on the 18th. The impact of the lessons that have been, you've been slamming into these walls, right? Like this intensity for 2 years, 2.5 years, you're going to be getting the full impact. Like it's all going to start to make sense. Oh, that's why that needed to happen. Oh, that's why I felt that frustration, right? That's going to be a beautiful thing, and it's going to free you and free up your energy as we go into your birthday season. Now, let's look at these cards because they flew out and I just turned them over. We know we are ending with the World, which where is that? That's that rebirth I'm talking about, right? But wow, the first card that came out, Six of Swords. This is everything I was just talking about with that Saturn, the Saturn lesson giving. It's so relentless, right? It's so relentless. It's like you don't ever just get like a little mini lesson where it's like, oh, that was a nice reminder. It's always like, oh, we're going to do this right. We're going to do this right? And one of Saturn's lessons is, what do we leave behind that's no longer serving us? This Six of Swords can range when it comes to leaving something behind from anything from a habit, a thought habit, eating habit, lifestyle habit, to leaving behind a relationship. And I will say this, October, we were talking about how you can manifest whatever you want. I think some of you maybe manifested things you thought you wanted. And then it's like, oh, I don't really want that. And here's this leaving it behind. And this is really what I was saying about the fact that thinking about all those Saturn lessons it's coming full circle, and you are realizing what you can shed. This is a beautiful energy. Six of Swords is saying you are free. You are free to head to the new horizon, right? And I think you're all going to be feeling the freedom of your ability to do that. Finally, after all this time, you can just head off into the sunset. You can head off into new pastures. You don't have to stay with Saturn anymore. And I think you're going to start to be tasting the first little buds of hope on that right away this month as your birthday season starts coming up. I really do think that hope is starting to return. And part of the reason I say that, the next three cards are awesome, you guys. The Ace of Cups, Temperance, and the King of Pentacles. Hell yes. This is what we're after. This is what we're after, right? I mean, the Ace of Cups, you guys. This month is so romantic. Everybody. It's like, there's something about the energies here. There's something about November. It's got this soft healing vibe to it where it's like everybody's being carried by this nice gentle stream that's like, let's heal and let's commune and let's share. When I see this Ace of Cups, it's like fresh starts, renewed hope. So for those of you who have been within partnerships, you might just be noticing like that renewal, that refreshment, right? For those of you who have been looking for love or have been going through a hard time in love, this is a renewal of the belief that you are getting your love. This can be new commitments. This can be new adventures together. This is saying yes to something, an opportunity, and saying yes to it and going with it. And Sagittarius, you know how to do that. And it's very deeply tied to your leaving behind whatever this mentality or situation is. Something has been blocking you for a while. You're leaving it behind. You're saying goodbye. It feels really good. And immediately, what happens? It's that universal law. You free up some energy, and immediately the new things start coming in, right? It's free. You're free. And here you are. Hey, Sag, Temperance card pops up. You guys are in your full element here. Temperance is such an amazing card. Not only does it associate with Sagittarius, it associates with partnership. It associates with transmutation. It associates with deep healing. It associates with higher learning. It associates with spirituality in the physical plane. I mean, it's got everything in it, right? And what I'm sensing here is you just coming back to your full sense of self. I know that you guys have struggled with this. You haven't felt like that bright flame all the time, that wants to share your knowledge and share your vision. Because, oh my God, Sagittarians, you guys make the world such a better place. You liven up and brighten up any space that you're in. People want to be around you because you're so smart. You're so wise. And you're so hopeful, and you work so hard, and you show up so well. It is such a sacred flame. It's such a sacred place to come from. It's such a huge thing. And sometimes I think it's been a lot to hold that space. And sometimes it hasn't even felt natural to be yourself in that mode, right? You haven't felt like being in that Sag mode. When I see this here, though, I'm seeing you come back full circle to that. But what's informing that? What's helping that along? It's this King of Pentacles energy. Now, some of you might be dealing with an earth sign. I don't know. When that comes up, you might be dealing with somebody who's very grounded, very practical, very in their roots and who they are and what they want, right? But this is also about investing in yourself and feeling the groundedness. And this is kind of that Saturn energy too. So yes, we're all done with Saturn. We're all ready for the Saturn transit to close up shop and move on to Capricorn, leave us in peace. But what's great about the Saturn energy is it's giving you this final shoring up of your resources, of your energy, of where you're headed next. It's like you are more grounded in who you really are than ever before. You are more confident about being that beautiful Sag, that transmutational fire starter that you are. There's a confidence here that I'm seeing, a real confidence in your value, in your worth, in what you're bringing to the world, and that people are lucky to be around you. And Sagittarius, that is true. And that you forget sometimes. You have a humbleness. The thing with Sagittarius is there's a humble nature to you under the surface. That's like, yes, I have all this stuff, but like, nobody really cares about being around that. I disagree, and you know that it's not true, but that's what I'm saying. The end of this Saturn transit is like bringing you back full circle to, oh my gosh, you are such a gift to the world. You guys, the next 3 cards, guess who's back? The Magician is back, you guys. Ace of Wands, the Magician, the Knight of Cups. Oh my gosh, you guys. Second ace in this reading. Fresh starts. Oh my gosh. Boom. Where was that flame? Where has it been? What's been going on? Why has it felt so foggy and slow and kind of muddy and a little bit disheartening even? I mean, I think some of you probably got real trampled in October. Yes, I was talking about you guys being the magician and manifestors, but you know what? Manifesting is hard work, and it can be very confusing, and it can actually muddy waters in a weird way that bring lessons, but then it's confusing and it's stressful. This is like, here you are, you're back. You are back. There is some path opening up and for you. There's a path. There's a very specific thing going on here. Ace of Wands. We're opening up doors. Something is happening here, you guys. Action is coming in. Like, it's no longer about sitting still. And that's really interesting to me, actually, to have this be happening in November, because we haven't gotten out of the Saturn transit yet. But yet, the energy is shifting. There's something happening here. There's some kind of, I was talking about fire starter. You guys are like doing something. Something's happening. Some kind of action is being taken. You guys are taking a leap of faith here, is what I'm seeing. Options are opening up. Something is opening up, and it's almost like last month I was talking about you being the manifestor. It's almost like the world is recognizing you, and it's saying, okay, let's go. You ready? You ready? Are you guys ready? Are you ready for these aces that are coming out? Because you're about to go some new places. I'm telling you. You guys, Knight of Cups. Romance. Romance. Here's a guy on a horse with a full cup of love, totally ready to walk steadily forward and say, hey, let's try this. This is hope renewed for me. All of this, all 3 of these actually, all of the cards, it's hope renewed. Renewed hope. In renewed belief in yourself and your value, renewed hope in the fact that life can be beautiful and pleasant and fun and supportive again. I know it's been a rocky road. You can lose the belief, right? It's even Sagittarians. And this is belief again, you guys. Belief in love, belief in creativity, whatever creative thing you've been trying to do. Whoa. Hi, you're back. You're back. Able to make it. There's some kind of making of something going on here. Like being a true artist, it's really bringing something into the world, birthing something into the world, you guys. I'm not kidding. Okay. The next couple cards. Another ace. Ace. Knight of Swords. Ace of Swords. Whoa. 3 aces, you guys. 3 aces. You are a lucky sign. But you have... No. And I know you guys are going to get annoyed by me saying that, but you have a specific type of magic that you were gifted with in this world, in being in the Sagittarian clan. It's a very specific type of magic. And I've been kind of meeting you over the last couple of months. It's intense. It comes with a weight to it, right? And I think you've been feeling the weighted side of it. And these aces are showing me the more playful side of it. But some of you have... There's personalities around, right? There are personalities around. There's an eager kind of cutting personality here. There's somebody who wants to push into territory. It might be you. It could be somebody that you're around. Somebody who wants to cut in and get to the truth and wants high action. But what's nice is you guys are totally on board with that. There isn't resistance here, right? So you're also ready for action. You're also ready for change and movement and excitement and pushing forward into the next hillside and seeing what's next. There's an eagerness to see what's next. Now, Ace of Swords, we're bringing truths out. Conversations are being had. Insights are coming in. There's a real clarity here. Clarity, clarity, clarity. So those muddy waters that have been kind of around you, even in that manifesting place, it can be kind of like walking through land of fog. It's overwhelming. Here's clarity. The fog is lifting. Something big is coming your way. Be prepared for some really some doors to be opening. It might be a lot, you guys, because we're finishing with the world. I love this so much. I love that we started with the 6 of Swords and we're ending with the world, because this is everything. Your ability to leave behind anything that is not serving you anymore. And you know what this is, Sagittarius. You each have something you were holding on to a little bit. This last year, you've been holding on, maybe even in the background of your mind. It's going away. Bye. And what happens? 3 aces and the world and temperance and the magician and a couple of knights that are all about pushing forward into new territory. We are ready. We are ready. By the time that sun rolls around into Sagittarius, the world is going to be looking a whole lot different than it has recently. I will tell you guys that much. You're going to be like on a new island in life. New world. New. What I'm feeling on a intuitive level is of release. The ability to breathe again. The ability for your energy. I think a lot of you have felt blocked. Like normally you guys are these really great conduits. Like the energy just flows through you. You get it. You're very quick studies, quick learners, able to pick up on things and move and flow with it. There's been kind of this blockage this last year where you can still do it, but it's felt a little hard. It's felt a little blocked. It's felt a little slowed down. It's felt kind of like you're moving through jello rather than water. What I'm noticing this month is a really very clear shift back into the natural flow of energy, where it comes through you and you get it and you see what needs to be done next, and it's just second nature again, right? That's where you guys belong. That's where you guys make sense, right? And I know you've been missing it. It's coming back. So with all these aces, I'm just going to reiterate. This is new love, new work opportunities, new moving opportunities. Good conversations with people that you need to have conversations with. Clarity of purpose, clarity of vision, creativity, opening up. Everything is coming full circle for you guys. And it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. It's like the tip of the iceberg. We're starting to close up a cycle, and therefore things are starting to make sense again. I'm so excited, Saggies. I love you guys so much, and I'm really excited for this month. I think it's going to be pure magic. It's going to feel magic. Happy birthday to the November Sages. So exciting. I can't wait to be there with you with the sun illuminating this most magical of times and people. I love it. I love you guys. I'm going to leave my website and my email and my Instagram in the description box. Please get in touch with me. I do phone readings and Skype readings and email readings, and it's amazing working with you guys. I'm also going to leave Pink LUNE's info there with the discount code so you get that 15% off, so you can also be decked out in amazing stones that'll take you on this journey with you. And I will see you guys in December for more Sagittarian birthday celebrations. I'm so excited. And I love you all so, so much. I will talk to you soon. And mwah!